everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between our visitors and the home team. On the visitors' sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. On the opposite sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys also 3-0 to begin the year, so this one of the highlight games. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Ford on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Third and long. They're going to throw. And he's batted away up front. Throw doesn't even get beyond the line. Thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one. Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with the lead.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one away. Return starts at the 9. Jukes away from 1. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
We really do marvel at the way he can wiggle himself out of tough situations, almost like a wizard out there. Sure, some are probably of his own doing, as he loves to extend plays and improvise. But if someone misses a block or runs a wrong route, this is a quarterback that can erase the mistakes of others around him. And you sure love that guy leading your team.
That's completed out to the right. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for a 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down, play action. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And the defender comes away with it.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That'll be complete to Ford. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 4 there. And they're going to have a first down now.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Pass play now. Absolutely fires this one right side. He's got it at the 30. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And his guys go up 10-zip here in the first.
Visitors, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Brings in the kick at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
So 20 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up first down. They give it to him again. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
Going to the ground again on first. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 2-score game early. More coming up after this quick break. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Brings it in. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Working now from the gun. He's got it. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure coming. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
They're going to throw for it on fourth. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And these guys cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Ford on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Cook. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. 1st and 10 from the 43. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
At the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a give to Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Makes it
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Caught, nice gain left side. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
1st and 10 on the 13-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the red zone now. Throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. He has the touchdown. These guys grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now the PAT try coming up. Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! And he's drugged down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. His return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Working on first down. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Looking in the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Takes the second down snap. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got his man. Touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys cut the lead down to just 2.
16. Visitors 14.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Ford on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. One final shot before the half. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Has this at the 6. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. The visitors back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Dive play straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Finds him on the slant. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. The play fake, he'll throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Offense is set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets to the end zone, touchdown. These guys take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys jump in front now by 5. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Tight end motioning right. They'll try the right side with Cook. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They'll throw 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And they forced a 4th down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He'll dump this one off to his right. Oh, he lost the football. Recovered by the defense. He's got room to roam. This is returned all the way into the red zone. What a way to add on to that turnover.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Cut out left. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Catch made. Touchdown. These guys take the fumble and get 6 out of it. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Inside give to the fullback. And he barrels his way in to get the 2 points. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math is pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Open to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. Third and 4 coming up now. Back to throw. He's making a bid for it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A gain of 15 there. And that gives him the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. So 1st down from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Sticking to the air here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him from the 31. This is Cook on the handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Second down pass play coming. Brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Third and just 2 to go. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And in he goes for the touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's about a 2-score game. Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. But a state of urgency, got to be at sky high right now.
First and 10, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense up to the line fast. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys down by 10. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's first and 10. Pass play coming here. That one's incomplete over the middle. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here he is to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They've got to keep moving quick here. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they wait for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now outruns their offense to take over. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But